Good evening. Hello, guys. Welcome. Alison Clark here from Alison Clark Numerology. Happy Thursday. It's daylight savings, so that means there's just a little bit of a rush in the evenings until we get used to this new time. So, welcome. This week we are talking about energetic hygiene, and this was inspired by an amazing business partner of mine who was just telling me a little story this morning. So thank you, Bernadette, for inspiring me. So we're going to talk a bit about why and also how you would partake in some energetic hygiene. And then we'll do a few little readings at the end. So if you would love to get a bit of a reading, share this post and then just comment shared. I'm actually going to use your names this week because why not change things up a little bit? So why would we need energetic hygiene? Why do we have a shower and why do we brush our teeth? Because it's really filthy and disgusting if we don't. Hey, Leslie, how you going? And it's the same with our energy. If we don't look after our energy, if we don't think about cleaning ourselves energetically and our space energetically, the filth builds up. Just because you might not be able to see it doesn't mean it's not there, okay? So it's really important. And you might find that when energy builds up or feels kind of, it gets heavy and you feel weighed down. And, you might start to feel some physical symptoms of that heavy energy. So that could be, you might get headache or tension. That's a sign of resistance. We're holding on to something. You might start to feel lethargic. For me, it's like tension and pain across my shoulders and up my neck. I'm kind of like being inflexible. So for me personally, I cleanse myself at least twice a day, morning and night. I brush my teeth twice a day. I have a shower twice a day. So, it makes sense that I would cleanse myself twice a day. I do it more if I have been somewhere and I feel heavy. Hey, Amanda, how you going? I'm so glad you're joining us. So, for example, if I go somewhere and there's a lot of people and it feels like busy, it doesn't even have to be like not nice energy. There's just a lot of different energy going around. So I'll cleanse myself after that. I see a lot of people using these hand things and it's like, for me, that's not as important as cleansing this, because you can pick up a lot more from that energetic sense, I think, than maybe the physical. So also if there's intense emotions going on, so if you personally are going through a really emotional time, then the cleansing yourself more often means that you'll help to shift away that density faster. If you're helping other people, so if you're in a job that's caring for other people, whether that's like physical caring, that could be like a counseling type role, that could be just, coaching people, then you need to do it more then. After every single consult that I do, whether that be essential oils or numerology, I always cleanse myself. When I get off this video, I'm going to cleanse myself as well. So you start to work out where your energy leaks are, or the things that start to affect your energetic self, and then you'll start to know when you need to cleanse. As a minimum, twice a day, morning and night. So I like to make up cleansing sprays. So this is just 100 ml spritzer bottle. And I will put into here whatever essential oils I feel like I need to cleanse with. I love lemongrass. It is very, very powerful in terms of its cleansing capabilities. Also, so my favorite, Bye Bye Bad Vibes blend. Lemongrass, lemon, and tea tree. Equal parts of each. So about 10 drops of each into this. A squirt of witch hazel, top it up with water, put the thing on, shake it up, spritz it around yourself. How easy is that? Amanda, I'm so glad you love the cleansing. And Erin, Amanda's amazing. So of course she helped you. So it's that easy. Once you've got that cleansing spray, it's so simple. Put it somewhere that you will see it and do it all the time. If you've got kids, cleanse them when they get home from school. They pick up a lot of energy when they're around, when they're in a classroom with, say 20 or 30 other personalities. The teacher, and then they're out in the playground and there's like literally hundreds of kids running around. So it's a really good way to cleanse them and get them to go and sit on the grass or outside connected with the earth in some way. That's a really, really beautiful way for them to like diffuse the day so that they can then feel a bit more balanced and grounded in the present moment with you. So you don't have to have that after school tussle that seems to weigh down so many households because everyone's tired and everyone's a little bit razzed up and there's a lot going on. So that's why it's so important. If you don't have a spritzing bottle, you can still cleanse yourself. You can put a drop of the essential oil that you're choosing to cleanse with. I typically do this one with tea tree. Rub it in your hands and then run it around yourself. So you're not actually touching your physical self. We're running it around the outside of your body. And as you do that, flick off anything. So for me, I always feel a lot of stuff here and I'll just flick that away. And keep going the whole way around your body until you get to the earth. When you get to the bottom, just give that energy to Mother Earth. And then you can come back up and inhale the essential oil from your hands. So there's no excuses. You can literally do this whether you've got a spray or not. You just need your essential oils. Now, something else that is important when it comes to energetic hygiene is the home. So, we scrub our bathrooms and we mop our floors and we vacuum the bedrooms and, some people wash their windows and all that sort of stuff. So it's just as important to look after the energy in our home. You can do the same thing. You can just take your spray and go from room to room and spray it. I personally like to go into a room and walk around the outside, and I typically will just spray it, say in every corner of the room, and then one spray in the middle of the room. I like to do that with the windows open so that you're getting that beautiful fresh air in. Plus, you're also letting any energy escape that doesn't need to be in here. Go and do that through the whole home. You can also play some energy cleansing music. You can use any type of sound. We've got bells and we've got Tibetan singing bowls and we've got clap sticks and all sorts of things. So you can just put that, do that as well. So Amanda, yes, and make it a part of the regular routine. If you've got a diffuser, you can put the oils into the diffuser and just let that run. But I find that being intentional with it and actually making it like a little bit of an event and getting everybody into it that's in the home, it just has much more impact in terms of the way that you free up the energy and the space in your home. And I think it also makes you a little bit more aware of the energy that you do allow into your home and also the impact that it has. So, hey Sarah, how you going? Thank you for joining us. So now I'm going to do a couple of little quick readings because this is fun. So all you need to do is share this post and then comment in his shared, and I'm going to use your name and I'll just give you an idea of, well, whatever comes up, but, maybe something you need to cleanse. I'm going to do you first, Amanda. Thank you so much for tagging so many people in my posts. I really, really appreciate you. 1, 5, 4, 1, 3, 9. Oh, emotions. So it's really important for you, Amanda, to constantly be aware of the emotions that you're feeling and being able to cleanse those away. So you might find that once you've cleansed off anything heavy, you might want to add in something that supports your emotional well-being in that moment. So if you're clearing away, say, sadness, you might want to replace it with some joy and add in some elevation. Or if it's frustration, you might want to cleanse away that frustration and add in something that's going to help with patience. So you might go for something like vetiver. So for you, it's really important to understand what you're cleansing, but also then what emotion you want to bring in, because you are such an emotional being. You feel things so much. Sarah, that is beautiful. Everyone needs Amanda Watts in their life. She's a very, very special gal. Okay, so let's go with Holly. And then I'll flick back up. 8, very strong. 3, 3, 9, 5. I really like playing around with the numbers in the name. I think it gives us so many different insights and little bits of interesting information. 7. I'm just double checking that. Okay. Holly. Oh, I'm just going to check what your name is. Holly Perkins. Hey, Holly. Thank you so much for sharing and joining in with us tonight. So for you, the end point for you is the 7. So it's really important for you to be aware of the things that are coming into your life in terms of your energetic hygiene that are disconnecting you from your intuitive capabilities. So when you get heavy, when you get bogged down, when you have too much energy on you and you're not cleansing enough, you'll find that your intuitive connection disappears and you really, really struggle to connect back up. So a simple way for you to do that is to just cleanse regularly and be aware that that's happening. I'm just having a look here. I'm sorry, I just flicked past someone. Hey, Darlene. 4, 1, 9, 3, 5. Oh, lots of 5s. So, Darlene, the thing that comes to mind for you is that when you've got a lot of 5s in your name, that's the most prominent number that comes up in your name. So it's a really outside of the box thinking number. It's a boundary pushing number. It likes to see what's on the other side and it's always looking for freedom. But I feel as though your 4, which is all about structure and order and routine, which is a little bit different from the 5 that likes things to be spicy and different. I feel like if you don't keep your routine fresh, then that 5 starts to suffer and you'll feel as though you're stuck in mud. So for you, cleansing is going to keep that fresh energy flowing through all of the time. So you'll feel like there's a sense of freedom and you'll feel like there's a sense of newness, but you won't have to necessarily go out and change up every single little thing. Cypress, I think, would be a really fantastic oil for you to add into your cleansing routine to help keep that flow happening in terms of your everyday life. I'm just going to flick straight back up to the top because there was one up there. Leslie, hello. It's Ley. 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7. 6, 7, 14. So, Leslie, the roles that you play, black pepper is the one that comes up for me. So you need to be aware of the roles that you're playing and make sure that you're cleansing yourself when you get stuck playing a role that is not necessarily in alignment with who you are. Remember that the roles we play should constantly change, and that we can be different within each role that we play. So when I talk about the roles that we play, I'm playing the role of Alison Clark. I'm playing the role of mum. I'm playing the role of wife. I'm playing the role of daughter and sister and cousin and friend and work associate and essential oil guru and numerologist. They're all roles that I play. Some of them are really in alignment with who I am, and I'm working really hard on making that happen. But sometimes I still step into this space where I'm not completely in alignment, and I play a role and I act in a way that I feel is expected of me, not necessarily who I am. So cleansing that, when you get in that space, Leslie, where you're like, that doesn't really feel right. Or it's typically, for me, it's afterwards when we have that review period where we look at and digest what happened, and then we can cleanse off any feelings that come up in association with that role that we played. I hope that makes sense for you, Leslie. Okay, I'm just going to flick back up. So remember, you just have to share this post and then just comment on here so that I can do a quick little reading for you. Taya, I'm going to do one for you now so that when you watch this back later, you feel amazing. 2, 9. Oh, 11. A little bit of high vibration there. Okay, so when you step into this space of codependency, where you see someone as the person that's going to rescue you, that's going to save you, who is like your knight in shining armor is the thing that's coming up to my head. You need to step back and have a look at what is creating this codependency within me. Why do I feel as though I need another to be who I am? And how can I cleanse away those self-limiting beliefs that come up? Bergamot, I think, would be a really nice oil for you to work with. And then also that Bye Bye Bad Vibes spray. And as you shift and move into this new phase of life, having a look at how can you set things up for yourself, particularly when you have a brand new space, that make it so that you can check in with yourself constantly in terms of all of the new relationships that you bring into your life. Yeah, Leslie, of course you got it. Leslie's got the same birthday as me, so she's pretty amazing. Sorry, I'm just Sue. Hey, Sue Vickery, how you going? 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 1, 9. 9. Oh, Sue, really caring. So for you, when you feel as though your heart is heavy from the amount of caring that you give, if you feel as though there's just too much suffering in the world, or there's too much pain and you just want to be able to take it all away, you need to cleanse that stuff. You need to keep yourself light and your heart in an open space all of the time, because that is your genius. That is what you're here for, is to care and give to other people. So keeping your heart open, and I've got a really, really beautiful love spray that I use. So cleansing, and then also bringing in love. So yarrow pom for that beautiful energetic safety, because that's really important for you. And then the geranium or rose, whichever one you would prefer, to just infuse your whole auric profile with that beautiful, beautiful love energy from the universe. And then you'll have more love to give back out to the world. Erin, Jackie would be, Okay, let's do one for Jackie. That's beautiful. I feel like you guys have got a really nice village there. A nice girl gang, and it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. Okay, Jackie, this one's for you because your girls have got your back. 2, 9, 5, 15, 6, 3. Oh. 12, 3. Okay. Jackie, you're very similar to Amanda in terms of needing that emotional cleansing. But for you, particularly in relation to your family and relationships, or the people that you consider to be family, and the emotional baggage that maybe you pick up from there. So having a look at, boundaries obviously is super important, and cleansing definitely helps with boundaries, because if you cleanse away any energy that's making it foggy or hard to see, then it's much easier to have those boundaries in place. So for you, Jackie, I would definitely look at On Guard. I think that's going to be a beautiful oil for you to use on a very regular basis. Also, have a look at the baggage that you're picking up and ask yourself that question, why? Why do I feel the need to take this stuff on from my family and carry it around or lug it or drag it because it's a super duper heavy, oversized suitcase that you've jumped on to shove everything in and zip it up? How can I cleanse that away, and what do I want to replace it with? And then it's really important to make sure that you don't take it back on. I hope that helps. Hey, Rose, I'm going to do one for you. Rose. Lemongrass, tea tree, and lemon. That's bye-bye bad vibes. If you don't, I don't think you've got lemongrass. I can bring some over for you. And I also have to bring you a sticker. Thanks for reminding me. Seal over the fence next time. 9, 6, 1, 5, 11, 10. A little bit of karma, Rose, that maybe you need to deal with. I'm just going to quickly look at Poppy, because that could be something there. 6, 7, 7. Whoa. 6. Poppy has got 4 7s in her name. 7 is a challenging number in terms of it's all about testing. So, yeah, there you go. And her name comes to a 7. So that's going to be really interesting as she gets older. Good luck. Anyway, for you, Rose, your gateway is through dealing with your karma. So how can you cleanse away all of that karmic debt that you're currently lugging? And what seeds are you going to plant instead? So I think that that's really important for you in making sure that you're consistently in this space of... Oh, she's a Leo as well. Jesus. She's going to be a very fiery, very connected girl, woman, child, whatever you want to call her. But I think she's going to challenge you a lot, particularly in forcing you to look at yourself. So this is important. If you start to work on this karma and this karmic debt now, then that will make it easier. When she starts to reflect to you and really starts to test you and challenge you in everything, then you won't have as much attachment to this old stuff that is causing you to react. So that's why we do the work, because we don't want to, number one, pass it on to our kids. And number two, it makes it so much easier to be a person because we're not just reacting. So yes, Rose, you definitely need to cleanse the karma, find it, cleanse it, deal with it, start planting the new seeds of the things that you want. And that just means what habits, what daily things do you want to do that will put you, raise your vibration as opposed to bring it down. My window's open and I feel like there's probably a hole in the screen because there's a lot of bugs in here. Okay. Hey, Kylie. How you going? I would love to do a reading for you. Today we're doing our first names. So, Kylie, 27395. I remember when I was first learning numerology and I had to have a little thing to show me which letters and what numbers and all that sort of stuff. And I was like, I am never going to learn this. And then, what do you know? I learn it. Why do we create these self-limiting beliefs? 8. All right. Power. Cleansing brings you power. It charges you up. It stops the leaks. So this is something that I noticed a lot. I'm a Leo. I'm born in August. I am so strong in that energy. And one thing that this is something I'm still working on. I've been doing this stuff for 10 years and this is something I'm stuck on. When people are disempowered, it just makes me feel sick. Honestly, I really struggle to get past the judgment of it. I think mostly because I was so disempowered for a long time, I gave my power away to so many people, so many ideas. And then once I discovered what that was and why that I was doing it, I was like, give it back, and no, not happening. So for you, Kylie, cleansing yourself really regularly and doing that with the tea tree, you can go back and watch it, and cutting away all of the cords and sending back any energy that's not yours and bringing back your energy will stop those leaks. And it will get you into this fiery space where you just feel this burning energy come from inside you, and you have the passion and the drive to just do anything and achieve anything. And then also other people come to you and they light their torch and take it away because you are so powerful and it is just amazing. So I hope that helps you. Ginger is a fantastic oil. So using the tea tree to cleanse and get rid of, like, you don't need anyone else's energy. You've got enough of your own. And then ginger is a beautiful oil to constantly remind you that you need to be in that empowered space to live your purpose. Sarah, I got into numerology because my husband is crazy out there, connected up into all of this stuff. He's very deep down the rabbit hole. And he kept talking about this stuff. And I was like, you are mad. Like, you are seriously mad. I've married a crazy man. And now I'm stuck with him. I don't know how I'm going to live. And it was actually something that happened for me at work and a leadership course that I went to that sparked the interest in me. And from there, I started reading books and understanding things. There wasn't really podcasts around that I kind of can think of. And I kept on hearing these terminology and this information, and it was like, I just couldn't understand the words. It wasn't explaining this universal place that they were talking about in any way that resonated with me. Until I went and did a color therapy consultation and they started talking about numbers. And I was like, what is this? This just makes sense. Like, a 4 means that. Oh my God, yes, I can do this. I can get this. And I just started doing courses and I started reading books, you know, and I've done lots of different types of training, like 1 days and 6 days and, you know, all sorts of things here and there. And fine tuning my intuitive capabilities. And here we are now at this point where I've just finished writing a book, a numerology book, and I've got all of the bits for a course in my head. I just actually have to get it out of my head. So that's something that is a little bit of a block for me. So if anybody knows any ways to get it from out of here to onto my computer, I am all for those. But that's how we got here. And when I found this, I just felt like I was at home. It just made so much sense to me. And I just went, I can explain anything to anybody using numbers. Doesn't matter what it is. And it's just so good. And of course I use bits and pieces of everything from all of the things that I do. So yeah. Sarah, when's the book out? Well, I was going to release it, and then I've had a few challenges with being blocked on this platform. And so I'm just waiting for my website to be finished. I've got a beautiful gal who's working her butt off, producing that. And then once that's there, and I know that I have a space that I can connect with people away from this, then I will launch it so that I can keep up this communication. And then as soon as I launch that, I will launch the course, and I'm going to record myself. Thank you, Sarah. You are amazing. I'm going to do that tomorrow, record all of my ideas, and then probably get somebody to transcribe it, because that sounds like something I need. Leslie, I'm not surprised. You record it. Let's do a Zoom call and talk it out. Oh my God, that would be so good. Okay, I'm going to message you, Leslie. All right, guys. Mwah. I love you all. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll be back next week. If there is something you would love for me to talk about, hit me with it, and I will find the answers. It's as simple as that. All right, guys. Love you. Good night.